Oh, what is up, everybody? Ooh, 8:30 on a bright and sunny day. No, it's not. It's not bright and sunny. It's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain and turn to snow. We're supposed to get a storm. But there's an even bigger storm that's brewing that we'll talk about here in a few. So, hey, good morning. Welcome to Wednesday, right? Hump day, right? Is what day it is. It's what day it is. It's hump day, right? So we've had a great week so far. Hopefully you're having a great week. What we'll do today is kind of go through our to-do list of things, which is totally when I made the to-do list, I may have tried to make the list the day before, so that way I'm set. It's going to change, and we'll talk about that. So, let me know how you're doing today. And hey, if you can give me five things that you're going to do today to improve your day, to have a successful day, I would love to read those off and have them in the comments. Also, help us get this out to more people. Share away, man. And for you that are watching replay, put Team Replay down there and make sure you like and subscribe, because we have way more people that are watching this after the fact that are not subscribers. And we have more people that are watching it live that aren't subscribers than subscribers. So we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. Trying to do this 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central. We're trying to get you off to a great, amazing day. All right, so let's get our stuff out of the way and check in with everybody and see what we got here. Jose, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Travis, good morning to you. And Travis, thank you for giving me the motivation to do sublimation on canvas last night. So if you missed it, go back and watch. It'll be on the channel. I could probably drop that in the comments here too. If you missed it last night on Tuesday with Todd, we did do some sublimation on canvas. Now, sublimation on canvas, it's not technically sublimation on canvas. It's actually, sublimation on laminate that is on cabinet or on cabinet. You could put it on the cabinet. I'm sure you could. But the link is down there, so that way you can go ahead and check that and watch that. But it was fun. First time I did that, I didn't mess up too bad. We had a little issues. I think my printer's on its way out, which is sad. But she's done well over the 3 years. And you got to know, when you get these Epson printers, they're disposable printers. They are not made for the sublimation ink. They're not made for the DTF ink. So chances are they're going to die on you. Now, on a DTF printer, your best bet is probably replace the head because of the type of printers they are. On these guys, why do I keep doing that? Because I know it's here. But on these guys, they're just cheaper to go out and get new ones. And right now, you have 2 standalone options for Epson. If you go with ready-made DTF printer, sublimation printers, you have the F170 and the 570. 170 is the smaller one. The 570 is the large one. You can get the F170 for about $400. You can also convert ones using the EcoTink, using ink from us, the StarCraft ink, and we also carry the StarCraft paper. So by converting that, all that means is you're just not putting the factory ink in it, you're putting that ink in it. So when this dies, keep doing it. When this dies, we're going to go ahead and switch over to that. We'll bring one in. We'll show video. We'll put all that through there so we can definitely walk you through that process of how that was. For whatever reason, Corey knows I'm going live, and she's sending me a message, and I don't know what it was. I'm not sure. Yeah, sweet. She found something. All right, cool. Right, that's right. All right, Kyle. Good morning to you. Christy. Good morning to you. Jennifer, good morning to you. I'm glad you saw the notification too. Like I said, I love when people show up and see me. Chuck, what's up? Chuck, how are you? Travis, we'll discuss this here in a second. Jennifer, doing my bank recon, it's my kryptonite. And if I can get it off my plate, I won't be actively procrastinating and feel anxious about it. That's absolutely right. Get the hardest thing done and out of the way early in the day, right? Because if you get the hardest thing done, then it takes that load off. You're not stressing about it. You're doing this. So get the hardest thing out of your day, and then the day looks better. Jerry, good to see you. And Kelly, good morning to you as well. All right, let's get back to this. Travis, DTF, let's go. Let's go. I got a call. Me and Travis talked yesterday, and we said, watch, it'll happen after 5 o'clock. It did. I got a call from the shipping company. Yesterday's saga was I checked on the location of it, because remember, it was supposed to be here yesterday, and it was supposed to be here the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that, and so I just started checking the morning of. Yesterday morning, I checked, and it said that delivery date was 2/4. Yesterday was the 15th. It had a delivery date of 2/4, and it did not I just, whatever, at that point, I'm like, whatever happens, whatever happens. But I got the call. It had made it to our local hub, and they were calling to set up for delivery today because it will need the lift gate. So as of right now, we're crossing our fingers that it is going to be here this afternoon. This afternoon. So that means by Monday, we should have everything good to go up and running because we're still trying to run a business here, right? We still got other things going on. So, and I've been scheduling things here and there in between stuff because I don't want to stop to be able to do that. But I know I'm going to need to, which means it could even become this weekend where, because traditionally, I only try and work for a couple hours on Saturday, and I really try and stay off of Sunday. But I try and be in here 6 o'clock, and then get kids ready, help out with that. There's some days that I don't. I'm not the perfect by any means, but to get that there. And the other thing too is today kids get out early for school. Tomorrow is a half day, and then we have parent-teacher conferences, and no school on Friday for parent-teacher conferences. So that was always fun. The other thing is we've had 2 sick kids. We were in the ER on Monday night with the kid. Corey was there from about 10 to about 4 or 5. She was there for about 7 hours in the ER. So that made for a stressful Monday night and a really lagging day yesterday. And then last night we had a kid decide to throw up all over all night. It was amazing, right? Have kids, they said. It'll be fun. Whatever. The kids are fun, but not that part of it. So we're battling a sickness in here too. So try to get everything squared away for that. Now it should be here this afternoon. Super excited, super duper excited that gets here this afternoon. Jerry, good morning to you. Mo, good morning. And Travis, that's right. I knew it too. I didn't know it. I was just like, it is what it is. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like I said, I told you, I'll believe it when I see it. It shows up. So it is at the local hub, and it should be here today. They said early this afternoon. Now, here in our area, it's supposed to start raining, and then from rain, it's supposed to turn over to a snowstorm. Amazing, right? So the last thing I wanted was to have anything equipment-wise delivered in the rain. Because it was going to sit outside for a little bit until we got stuff moved, because who knew when it was going to show up. So now that I know it's going to be here, we're going to move some stuff around, so that way they can just drop it in the garage and then we can start tearing into it from there. But then once we have it, we can actually see what the footprint is going to be. We kind of knew what we was going to set, but we weren't 100% sure. You can measure all you want, and you can try and lay stuff out, but you actually need to get it and see how much room do you need behind it. A good case in point is our Roland. They have so much room that they need, but you can butt it up against a wall and you just got to swing it out so you can load it. No big deal. When we went to the extended cartridges, when we went from the 220 cartridges that barely stuck out the machine at all, and now we're at the 880 ones, the super long ones. So that takes an extra foot behind there, so that there's more room with it. So there is some planning that is going to go into this. We'll get it figured out, but the goal is we should be fully operational, within a week on that, and we're still running the other prints too. The good thing is we're waiting on film for this guy, but because we were holding off because we're not going to be using these, so it was kind of the hem haul around. So we only ordering a few sheets at a time. So that sucks. And so we're trying to have that's an order as soon as it comes in. Boom, we'll be able to keep getting stuff out. So we're still within our time frame of stuff. So everything there is one order that I am that it will go out ASAP, but everything else will still fall inside that. That is correct, Jennifer. Yikes, indeed. It freaked me out. So last night, I only watch TV maybe an hour or two a day. A lot of it is, just always, I'm a YouTube junkie, where we'll stream stuff on that, a lot of business stuff. There's things coming up that I think there's a couple courses that I think I'm going to jump into. There's a couple Facebook things and Google things that they're offering courses and certificates in. So I think we're going to look at that. And that's what I try and do, is I try and work, like I said, meeting here 6, 7 at the latest, and then at the end of the day, 3, 4 o'clock is when I call it a day for being in the office. Then I can still sit on and I can spend time with the kids. We can get everything there. But Hell, we've got Tuesday with Todd on Tuesdays. We've got training on Wednesday, which tonight is Wednesday. So if you are a OSG squad member or Masters of Success member, remember tonight is an implementation call, the follow-up call from last week's training. That's tonight at 7:00. So at night we do have stuff going on, but that gets me out of the hole, so to speak. So I can still do stuff on my laptop. I can still do stuff on the iPad, still do stuff on the phone for work, set up posts, do all that stuff. I just try and be in the office from, that 6 to 4 type thing. And that's why on the weekends I try and spend more time with the family and do that. Because I learned early on, hey, if I'm just working for myself and just working to work and I'm not enjoying any of it and not spending any time with the kids, then it's really not worth it to me. I learned from the first round that I need to spend more time with the family. And so that's what we're doing. So I don't know where I was going. Oh, so back to TV. So I only watch a little bit, and we cut the cord on cable last year, and so we just have the streaming stuff. And so last night, one of the shows that we picked up watching was Lone Star 911. I don't know if anybody watches that. It's on Fox. It's on Monday nights, but we watch it on Tuesday anytime afterwards because on Hulu it streams the next day. And so there was a chick that had what was it? She had roundworm. So they were pulling worms out of her. It was just like it was just not good. So when Hattie decided to throw up, that's what I thought she had was worms. She had ramen noodles for dinner, and I legit my brain went to that. I'm like, oh my god! I just took everything up, and I'm like, we just got to go. I freaked out because I legit thought she had worms, like a mass of worms inside of her, and it was ramen noodles. If you're a parent, you'll understand those types of things. If you're not a parent, use protection so you don't become one, because those are the types of things that freak you out. Because she had ramen noodles, and I think it was a blue drink of some sort, and so it was kind of like a limey. It would just look like radioactive. It really freaked me out. And then I realized what it was, and I felt stupid. But that was the fun there. So now you heard of that. Nobody needed to hear that, but hey, it's the joys of being a parent and running the business, and that is the one. That is just the one. That is one of the great things about being your own boss. So when you have a kid that's sick, you can have the kid, right? I mean, you can be here with the child. If you need to go get them from school, you can go get them from school. You can hit all of the school events. You can hit all of the doctor's ones. You don't need to take time off. You can schedule that time in there. So, especially during COVID, it was really nice to be able to be home. I couldn't imagine some parents that couldn't, stay at home with their kids, that had to try and figure stuff out. How are they, doing the at-home learning and things like that. Any of you that did it, kudos to you. You did an amazing job. No matter how bad you think you did at it, you did a great job at it. There was a lot of things that we didn't know what we were doing, and we worked our way through it. And I was glad that we were able to allow the opportunity, so we didn't have to do that. Yeah, as a parent, totally understand that. It was. I hope all the kids are better too. The one was UTI, so that was good. She's the 17-year-old that we brought into the house. The one that we took in. So that was a whole different ordeal because we're still going through the legalities of that. And so how do you take a kid you don't have custody of, or the power of attorney or any of that? It was a fun thing to do, but totally worth it so far, I think. Now, being my boss has been the best thing for my family flexibility. Absolutely. Family flexibility is an amazing thing. When you can schedule the work as much or as little as you want. And that if you don't work how much you should, what's going to happen? It's going to come back and get you. So you work when you can work, so you can take off when you want to take off. And that's what we do. Like here through, the late fall, spring, when it's still garbagey weather, I don't mind working, from sun up to sundown. It's not a whole long time because it's not sun out all the time. I don't mind working from early to late. But when it's nice out, hey, I always want to make sure I'm done at 5 so I can have dinner going and start on that. On the weekends, I want to be outside to enjoy it. I want to enjoy the smokers. I want to enjoy the grills. I want to enjoy the pool. I want to enjoy the golf cart. I want to enjoy all of that. And so, the flexibility allows us to do that. Okay. So what do we have on our schedule to get done today? Because remember, put down here what's your things. Hold yourself accountable, because you're going to type it down here so that way you can see it and you can go back and you can review it of what you are going to do today. So for us, I've already contacted a few people for pickups and deliveries, so that's happening. We've got a couple shirt orders to do. Big thing is we've got the delivery coming. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to go start working on that, because I got taken care of before there. I've got to set up training for Crafty Busties. Since they're doing their 10,000 number giveaway, we're doing a training class for them on Sunday, and how to press for profits. Super simple, super easy. We're going to show them how you can use DTF transfers to include, to add DTF transfers, and how you can make money off those. So we're setting that up for it. One of the things I need help with is, we talked last night on bundles. So with the DTF printer, one of the things that somebody asked me about was doing kind of like the holiday or theme bundles. So there's going to be 5 or 6 designs, 2 of each design. It's probably going to be about $30 once I have everything figured out on it. And so what that means is, here's Valentine's Day, here's St. Patrick's Day, here's Easter, here's softball, here's baseball, here's soccer. We have a theme bundle, so you can buy it. You have 2 of each design, so you can just test it out. You can make shirts for yourself to wear. You can, keep the designs and press them to resell. But that way, it gives you an opportunity to 1, check it out, and 2, make some good profit off of it, because they're going to be there. Think about it. If you're spending $30, to get the transfers to you, and you're able to make 10 to 12 shirts out of it, there's some good margins in there. So that's what we're doing. So from you, what I need is, I'll put a poll in the group too, which, if you have not been over to our group, if you're new here, come join us on our group. We have lots of fun over there, and I'm going to put the poll up there, and that's just over at osgbusinessbasics.com. I dropped that in the chat. There's the thing, OSG Business Basics. That's I'm still trying to find the domains, because now I got into a rabbit hole of domains, and now I'm debating on what I really need to do there. But everything else we got there. Today we've got the 6 p.m. Zoom follow-up call. I've got a 5 o'clock call, I think is what we're shooting for, with Aaron, to just kind of go over stuff for this week and next week. There's a 4 o'clock call with Omniprint. So we've got a lot of calls here this afternoon. So good times. I've got print jobs for Aaron that I'm working on. So hopefully that, I think I got everything for that, so I can kill that. And then the other thing is just pricing on a few jobs there. You can hear the dogs barking. Who knows? They probably see somebody down the street or playing. They're doing something, whatever. That's the other joys about working at home. Garbage weather is mushing season for my daughter, so we're stuck being out in it. Oh, but is it that bad? Because you're all bundled up, right? And you're moving, so you're right. So it can't be horrible. Even if it was horrible, you just wouldn't do it. No, I was laughing at the worms that the child was throwing up. No, we've all been there, right? If you're a parent, there's all kids have been there. Yeah, if you've been there, you can laugh, right? Because as a parent, you've all been there. I remember Delaney, my oldest of my daughters. She was little, so she's probably maybe six or so, and we were at Sam's, and we were just walking around, and she just threw up all over herself, middle of Sam's. It's amazing. I didn't quite know what to do, so I took her in the bathroom and cleaned her the best that I could, because it was just me with her. I had on a t-shirt, so I put that over there, and I kind of did a little side knot on it, so it looked like a little dress. And we got the hell out of there. But it's one of those where, what do you do? Right? You're like, I can't keep shopping because I have a kid that just threw up, and I've got a bag now that has a pukey shirt in it. I didn't know. I was just like, what the hell? What do I do? So if anybody knows me, there's a couple things that I'm not good with. And child vomit is one of them that it just turns my stomach. I start getting dry fees with it. It's just not good. The other thing is dog poop. Dog poop, it's bad. I'm just like, I'm not good with it. So that was the great thing about COVID was, for COVID and a puppy. So as the kids had COVID there in December, and we had the puppy, wasn't horrible. I helped clean up because it wasn't that bad. I couldn't smell it, but hey, whatever, you can do it. No, you're cold AF. Really? I figured you'd be all bundled up and you'd be up there, but that would just that's probably because what you're watching, right? Not so much participating. You're watching. I mean, we all love that, right? That's like winter sports. I love watching winter sports that are indoors. When we had Cam when he played hockey, it was good. It was cold in there, but it was good. It was cold and they had the metal benches. Why? Why would you have metal bleachers inside an arena that is cold? That just makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But hey, that's what people do, right? Let's see. What else? So yeah, back to that. Like I said, I'm still waiting on you guys. Put your goals down here. What are you going to get done and accomplished today? If not, let us know in the group. Here, I dropped the links for that. And then on bundles, give me some ideas on what you're thinking for bundles. One of the things that helps this feed, the daily vlogs grow is your engagement. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring the bell, make sure that you're commenting. I don't care what you comment. Just put anything down. Tell me how your day's going. But putting your goals in there, sharing this out, that all helps us grow. As remember, we have a goal list this year. Our goal is to get 10K across the board. So 10K in the Facebook group, 10K on YouTube, 10K on TikTok, 10K on Insta. We're quite a ways away. Get out of here. The cat came down to try to eat a microphone. The damn cat, man. Like, I'm not good. Animals just don't care for me, apparently. They know when I'm doing stuff, and that's when they decide to F with me, and it's just not fun. I'm just like, go away here. So we got a ways to go. Facebook group, that one's, and this, so far it's all organically of what we're doing. Facebook groups at a little over 4,000. We've got a little over 1,000 in YouTube, and we've got next to nothing on TikTok and Instagram. So those are things that we're all going to grow today, this year, because it was a goal of 10K across the board. That's what we're going to do. Just got back on, Jerry. All right. Any thoughts on my SG 500 9 months old? Printed a lot 8 months ago, but then let it sit powered on, and it deleted its ink. Can printer be saved? Deleted its ink? How? It just printed through it. You let it sit powered on, and because it was running ink cycles. So I'm almost positive that's what I'm not a Sawgrass user, but I do believe that there's a power cycle in it, and that's what it does is it keeps it fresh in there. So I would believe that you should just be able to add ink to that, and you should be back up and running. If anybody doesn't know, or if anybody does know, let Jerry know in the comments. Is his SG 500 still good? I think it's fine. Because it does run that power cycle where it's running ink through it. I'm just not 100% sure. Ooh, Aaron's got a good list. Update practice pricing presentations. God, what is it with these things I can't say? Update and practice pricing presentation for presentation today at 3 p.m. Set up March and April OSG trainings. Set some pricing on excess inventory we have, list of updates for web designer on new website, and 5, set up a procedure for VA to list past training programs for sale. That's great. And if you didn't know, we've got 2 things coming up. DAX is coming up, the DAX shows. I'm going to drop those in the comments here because it should be just DAXshow.com. I believe, I guess I got a type over here, right? DAXshow.com. Those are coming up. That's the 25th and 26th here in February, and the 22nd and 23rd in April. Aaron's teaching 2 classes. He's got 12:30 to 3:40 on Friday. Now that class is going to be, I thought I had it in here real quick because it's not a wordy title, but I want to make sure that I got the title right. But it's your cyber presence. If I got it there. Wow. I thought I had it here. Intro to Cyberspace. That's what it is. Your new online customer center. So that's a 3-hour one. It's only $99 for at DAX, Kansas City and Chicago. It's on Friday, both days, 12:30 to 3:40. And then on Saturday from, I believe on both places too, from 10:20 to 11:40 is the 3 pricing strategies you should avoid. And that one's a $40 one. So DAX next week, Kansas City, and then Chicago there in April. Go to the DAX shows. There it is. We're going to drop there, DAXshow.com. So that way you can get registered for that because there's a lot of great information there. Even if you're not in the market for new equipment, what I say is you want to go to the shows One, just to mingle and interact with people, to see what's going on. Maybe you can see some new things. But the networking, I've always felt, is one of the biggest things that you can get out of a trade show. So if there's one within, driving distance of you, go to the trade show. If you're able to make it and you're able to, secure, watching the kids, getting the getting everything in place, hotels, all that, head to it. Daxo also has blocks of rooms that are at a discounted rate, so you can go to the website and check that out too. So next week, Kansas City. Next 2 months, you've got Chicago, and that way you're able to have that. Jennifer's got client meetings this morning and late this afternoon. That pesky bank recon, a repress of a returned owner, no item. What happened on some Carhartt hoodies? An HTV cut for pressing later. Carhartt hoodies. What's coming off? Is everything coming off of it? I ran into it, and it was because of, what is that called? The sizing that's on it, because it had the water repellent stuff on it. So things weren't sticking to it. So I had to take some alcohol and put it over the area to remove that, to get it to stick. So is that something that could be happening? Is that's how it's coming off from there? Let's see. There we go. Ooh, Aaron's got a great idea. If it's 9 months old, it should be under warranty. Call Sawgrass. Great idea. If it's 9 months old, I took it as being he had it and then he hadn't used it for the long. So great thing there. Get a hold of Sawgrass. Yeah. Jam-packed day, but I'm going to work on my marketing and selling implementation. Get it after it, Christy. Come on. That's what I love to hear. I'm going to work on my marketing and selling implementation. Yes, you are. Get after it. What else do we got here? Mo's got a good thing. Ask a Sawdust product user group in Facebook. Totally makes sense. I would totally do that. Will I go to the show in April? Hell yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there for sure. Now, there are some things that may happen. OSG will have a booth. Aaron and Kylie will have that taken care of in both Kansas City and Chicago. There's a chance that we might also have another booth for Little Monkeys. I know we couldn't pull it off for Kansas City, but I think we might be able to pull it off in April. It just depends. We've got some stuff coming up, and I can't commit fully to that, knowing what's coming up. And it's kind of touch and go, where traditionally we like to come up the day before the show, and we can enjoy helping whoever needs set up, getting with people, just kind of having that pre-show party, enjoy the show all day Friday, and then Saturday, and then take off after that. Currently this year, we're just going to go up Friday morning and then come back Saturday night. The Saturday after the show, because there's some things we need to work on. So if we can make that part of it work, then we will definitely have a booth there. But hell yes, we will be there in Illinois. The other thing too is on that Friday night, Aaron was probably going to agree with me and say that we do this, but for the last couple DAX Chicagos, we've had the after hours party that Scott puts on. Scott and Margie put on an amazing after hours party over there for DAX with the dinner. But then afterwards, we kind of like to get together for drinks. And then right across the way from where the convention center is Buffalo Wild Wings. So we go over there, have some drinks, and just have a good fun time over there, and just kind of relax and enjoy. There's a meeting of the minds, and it's an amazing thing. So that'll probably still be the plan to do that, 7-ish, I think. We'll get, as it gets closer, we'll figure that out. But yes, we will be there for sure. These are midweight hoodies, no rain defender. Huh. Yeah. Here you go. I'm thinking sizing too. Yep. That's would be my first go-to, depending on what it is and how it's coming off. If something's coming off, there, to me, it didn't get adhered properly. So what's causing that? Was it my side, where it was a lack of pressure, a lack of time, a lack of heat? Was it, if I ordered transfers, was it a bad transfer? Everybody's been known to put out bad transfers. It could not have the right amount of adhesive on it. We've all ran into that. So it could be something there with that, or it could be the material itself, where there is that sizing on it. Absolutely. Nice job, Christy. There we go. It was a Stahl's Premium Plus, so nothing I haven't pressed 1,000 times before. So if it's nothing you haven't pressed before, and you haven't pressed before, and those, have you pressed those? If you've pressed those using the same thing, it's that. Maybe the transfer. Like you said, everybody runs into it. It could just be a bad batch, and then it depends if it happened to all of them, right? If it only happened to one, it could be a one-off. It's an entire order, all the same thing, all come off there. Then we got to look at two things: is it the garment, or it could be the transfers, if you're doing everything else great there. All right. So like I said, I wanted to keep these to 15 minutes to half an hour. We're at that half an hour mark. We've got a busy day ahead. I hope you get out there and just kill it today. Crush the hell out of today. You deserve to have an amazing day. And you know how you do that? Get your list going, knock things out as you go, celebrate your wins, and get after it today. I believe in you, and I know that you can do some amazing things today. But you know what you got to do? You have to get after it.